Hello, everyone. What's going on? My name is Timpedia. Welcome back to the TNT Podcast, episode 36. Insert
Ooh.
title here.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out later.
As always, I am Tim, and on my left,
This is Friedman, also known as Andrew, but mostly known as Friedman.
and on my right,
This is Tyler, or just Tyler, or Tyler just... Yeah.
anyway.
Just that.
Just that.
This is the character development arc.
And we're going to blow through some quick news today so that we can get back to our top 10 games lists.
Ooh.
Because we really don't have much news at all.
We ain't found shit.
Nah, this is a slow week.
I threw a lot of random news in at the last second that we'll probably blow through very quickly. And then Freeman, as always, added more Weeb stuff than any non-Weeb stuff put
It's
together.
all really short shit. Trust me.
That's okay. That'll get us more time on our top 10 lists. So, without further ado, let's go into the first one. The game that everyone thinks looks cool and everyone sucks at. I think didn't I say during the podcast last week that there was a headline that like some massive percentage of PC players had dropped off after 2 weeks?
Something like
Listeners,
that.
we're talking about Dragon Ball Z Fighters.
Dragon Ball Z Fighters has
Yep.
announced their first DLC pack, and it's a doozy. Also, apparently there was data mining done of this game, and people kind of knew that these DLC were coming, or that these characters were probably going to be it. But we have the first DLC pack is confirmed to be Broly, the Super Mega Saiyan.
The legendary Super
The
Saiyan.
legendary.
Yeah, I know.
Come on,
God,
Tim.
God,
What the fuck?
God. And Bardock, the time-traveling original Super Saiyan. That movie's not canon,
that's right. He is time traveling. Oh, fuck that.
No.
Bardock is actually just the father of Goku, fucking
Yeah.
being a Super Saiyan. Fuck everything about that bizarre ass plot line.
No, that movie's not canon, right? I'm pretty sure it's not actually a canon thing.
Which one?
The Bardock special where he goes back in time and fights pre-Frieza because Frieza's thing sends him back in time for no reason.
The original Bardock special is canon. I have no clue where that special falls.
What was the Bardock? That was
The original Bardock special is just the flashback to Bardock seeing the vision of Goku growing up and becoming a Super Saiyan, and then him getting killed by Frieza when he blows up Planet Vegeta.
Yeah.
Yo, I never saw that. I'll tell you.
It was like it was just an episode. If
Yeah.
you want, I can lend you the DVD. They sold like that one, and then the Trunks time traveling special is like one DVD. So I have that.
No, the Bardock special was cool, but there was also a movie about Bardock which says instead of dying when Frieza blows up Planet Vegeta, for some reason he gets sent way back into the past.
I thought it was a special episode. I don't think it was a movie.
I don't know.
Regardless,
I think I downloaded it as a ship came from across the sea and dropped it off on my hard drive, and along with all the other movies. That's why I'm saying. That's why I think that's what it was. But yeah, Bardock fights a progenitor of Frieza, and he's on Planet Vegeta, but they're weird pink like blob aliens instead of Saiyans.
Yeah, it's called Dragon Ball Episode of Bardock.
That's what it is.
Episode of Bardock.
But
it was. Yeah,
Frieza's progenitor shows up and is like, "Rawr, I'm gonna kill all the Saiyans." Then Bardock's like, "Oh shit, this is Planet Vegeta. This is crazy. I'm so angry. I'm the first Super Saiyan."
So he became the legend.
He literally becomes Super Saiyan.
What the
kills Frieza's progenitor, who's this super dopey looking little orange purple guy.
Chilled.
And literally just walks away after that. And everyone's like, what the fuck was that?
Jesus.
It
doesn't sound like something I'd be too interested in, but...
And then Broly, star of 3 movies, where by the third one, he's literally a goo monster.
Jesus.
Oh my god. So I tell this story. I watched all 3 Broly movies in the same day, and I fell asleep during Bio Broly. It was that bad.
So, Tyler, he's not even...
Sounds bad. I never saw that. I never saw 2 or 3.
No, the first
one... The second one wasn't awful.
The first one, I forget what happens, but the second one, he's like frozen in ice. And then Goten and Trunks free him, and this is when Goku's supposed to be dead. So the ghost of Goku, like Goku's spirit and Gohan and Gotenks, or Goten, not Gotenks, do a family Kamehameha to like kill him. But then in the third movie, some scientist finds his genetic material and literally creates a slime monster that's Broly. It literally is a slime pile that looks like shit, literal shit, and has yellow spiky hair poking out of the top of it. And it just goes insane and they have to kill it.
Yeah.
That's the
What
whole
is
thing.
this fucking Akira
The
DBZ
second
version?
Brawly movie is like, this pissed me off more than anything else. Like with most DBZ movies, they tried to squeeze them into the week before the Cell Saga. With the Brawly movie, they're like, how the fuck do we squeeze this in the middle of the Majin Buu saga? So they picked one episode. It's everyone is inside what's his name? Bibbidi's ship fighting different people, and Goten and Trunks are flying around outside trying to chase them. They decided to squeeze a movie in there, but it doesn't match the timeline at all because Goku is alive on Earth during that part, but he's dead in the movie.
Yeah.
And Gohan is with Videl at the World Martial Arts Tournament where she just got the shit kicked out of her.
But Gohan's
Except
here.
they're both fine and chasing after them.
Yeah, it's fucking goofy. No, those movies are not great. I watched all those movies after I finished watching Dragon Ball Z way back when.
Yeah, I'm glad I never did, because I like, honestly, even growing up, I never was a fan of the movies. For some reason, like, I understand like they were done a little bit better, but like for some reason I was like, you know,
They
I'd
really
rather watch the
weren't.
show.
They really weren't. All of them were really dumb.
There's only one I legitimately thought was amazing. Like I came home one Friday and they were showing a movie and I didn't I couldn't figure out where it fit in the plot because it was the fourth movie, Tree of Life. And I couldn't figure out why Goku was fighting an exact duplicate of himself. But there was a giant tree on Earth. Because I'm like, wait a minute. I thought they were still on Namek. So I was really confused with that one.
That's the original Black Goku.
Oh, yeah.
Why does he gotta be black?
Well, he had... Freeman, unless I remember wrong, didn't he actually have a darker complexion than Goku?
He did, but he just looked like Goku. He didn't... I don't think he tried to pretend to be Goku. He was
but he's like, I'm your long-lost brother or whatever.
Yeah.
It was fucking lame. Tyler, all the movies are shit. Don't listen to Freeman. They're
of course,
all dumb.
No, I'm not gonna watch any of those movies.
There's
don't listen to Friedman.
There's Lord Slug.
Yo, as long as it's, even though it's not weeb shit, I will take anime recommendations. Like Haikyuu was pretty fucking dope. I won't lie.
Yeah, the volleyball.
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. I should try to get Val to watch that.
Yeah, I might watch that.
But let's keep going. This is just, I literally just threw this in here. For some reason, Google's like, hey, why don't you read this review of the newest episode of Star Wars Rebels? And it's like, oh no, shit. The main character is one of the Jedi. Oh, he sacrificed his life. Oh no, I care. Just kidding. I fooled you. Did you believe me? No, I just like, fuck. I can't get over the art style of these shows. Why is it so ugly? Why does it have to be animated like this? Fuck. All right, moving on.
Because fuck you.
I'm not even putting that in as a header. That's a special Easter egg for people for people who are watching. Fuck. Like, I can't care about these shows. Luigi's like, oh, they're good. And people online are like, oh, no. Clone Wars gets good after 3 seasons. And Rebels is good almost right away. Get the fuck out of here. And
I'm not sticking around for 3 goddamn seasons for a show.
I just don't give a fuck. Why?
I could just watch a good show instead.
Pretty much. This is cool, though. The last racing game I ever committed time to. I've been waiting for this for decades.
Juice?
What? No, I didn't play Juice.
Yeah, that game was terrible.
Oh, okay.
But this game was amazing.
Dude, this game was amazing because they used the song and that was it, baby. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, there is a Burnout Paradise remaster announced. What does it say for the release? PlayStation 4 and Xbox One with a PC version to follow, which sucks ass. It should be day of because I want to play it.
I know the first leak was someone got like a PS4 ad for like Best Buy or something, and it had the Burnout Paradise remaster art on the poster.
Apparently, it came out 10 years ago, and it's going to be 4K 60 FPS, which it better be. March 16th release day on consoles. And EA members can play it on March 9th with first play trial for 10 hours. PC release is coming soon, but nope, fuck you.
I'm just going to get it on my PlayStation 4 because Fuck.
Yeah, probably.
I'll get it on PC and let's play it because honestly, so I realized back in the day when I had a lot more time to play video games, every now and then I would go through a phase where I was like, I really want to play a racing game, and I think the last one I legitimately dedicated, because when I was on original Xbox, it was Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, and then Underground, and then Most Wanted. Because Most Wanted was like the best one.
Most Wanted to, I love. Yo, you know it was lit when you booted that game up, and Little John came on.
Oh,
the get low.
Oh
to
yeah,
the window,
that was the best part.
To the wall.
Down.
To the sweat drop down my balls.
Yeah, I don't know.
All these bitches crawl.
Oh my god.
Skeet.
Oh no, the video's gonna get taken down by YouTube, Tyler. No.
No, it wasn't more than I know some copyright. We would have to sing more than like.
It's not copyright. It's because of the language. Because YouTube's like, no.
Oh, that's right.
That's fine.
Anyway,
we swear like sailors in this podcast.
Yeah.
No, I know. But yeah, that's cool. But anyway, Burnout Paradise was my 360 racing game. And that game was a lot of fun, but the whole reason you played it was for the song to be playing all the time.
Let's see. I can't remember the last game. That game was good. There was another game, Racing Split.
Second.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, that one was cool.
That was the one with the destructible environment stuff.
Yeah, it was completely unbalanced.
Yeah, that's
right?
what I heard.
Because it was so unbalanced. Like whoever was in first place was almost guaranteed to win.
Mm-hmm.
But man, it was just fun. Like it was just a fun game.
Nice. That one looked cool, but I just, like I said, I barely get into racing games every once in a absolute blue moon.
Right.
Oh, here's another news story. We're just popping off with all these news stories that aren't going to get headers because we're trying to be quick so we can get more games in our top 10s. So I don't know if you guys actually remember this. I think we might have talked about it. There was a Kickstarter for the System Shock remaster for the first game. Do you guys remember?
Did it get funded?
It totally got funded.
Vaguely remember that. Really?
It got overfunded. And then they just announced we're going on hiatus.
What?
Well, GG.
I read about it a little bit. They said they're absolutely not abandoning the project, but they tried to be too ambitious and do too much with the money, and none of the publishers would sign on for all the stuff they wanted to do. So they're going on hiatus and taking away all their contractors they had hired.
Wow.
And gonna come back to it at a later date when they probably get more money. So,
and then
but the reason they say that is because when someone said, "Can we get a refund?" they said, "No, we will be delivering you a fully done game at some point."
Oh God, it's over.
Oh no.
Wow, that's terrible.
Fucking
Kickstarters, yo.
Yeah, that's why I haven't done that in a long time, because fuck Kickstarters.
Fucking Kickstarter. That's the dangers of it, unfortunately. Like that's like when you do a Kickstarter, you are literally putting an investment.
Yeah, that's
a product.
I mean, that's why they started that new site where it's like investing in the game. It's the thing that the Double Fine people created. I forget what.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know
they invest, but it's not like just Kickstarter.
It's like you invest in actually getting some profits or something. It's actually an investment.
Like as a shareholder kind of thing.
Yeah, I forget what they called it. I don't even remember. But anyway, and then final thing. This is just sad for me personally. I had a lot of fun recording this game and putting videos on the channel. Rainbow Six Siege. I played it probably about a year ago almost now. My God. With my old coworkers from my last job. We had a lot of fun playing this game. This game is honestly a blast to play with friends. But Ubisoft announced that they have no plans at all for a sequel. I think they are kind of trying to make it like an esport, and they keep putting out new operators and stuff like that.
Oh, so this is supposed to be like their end-all game,
quote-unquote platform game, more than an actually sequel kind of thing. I don't know. I don't really care. I haven't played in a while. I just haven't talked to those guys in quite a while, unfortunately. But it was a lot of fun while we played it. If you have friends to play it with, I definitely say I wish we could all play it together, because honestly, it was a pretty tactical-feeling game. Like, you legitimately actually did have to kind of be... It was kind of the closest to like one of those SWAT games, you know, but not as crazy as like the SWAT series. So it was a lot of fun for me. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, I think everyone I know who's played that game has loved it. Like, I haven't met anyone who actually didn't like Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, no, I would definitely recommend playing it. Like I said, if we all ever had a bunch of time together, I would say we should all play it, but I highly doubt that will happen anytime soon. But either way,
yeah, I used to play a lot of Rainbow Six Vegas, and I don't know why I never got on this train.
I never played any Rainbow Six game before this, and I had a blast.
Man, I used to play Rainbow Six Vegas a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot. Like on the 360, I used to play that game a lot with people. It was pretty good. At least I thought it was pretty good.
Tyler, not to set you off or anything, but apparently Rotten Tomatoes says that Black Panther is has the number one spot on its 100 best movies of all time.
We'll see.
Yeah, you know what? That exactly. We will see. I don't know how I feel about that. It has a 97, which I'm surprised. I want to know what makes it.
We talked about this, Tyler, before the podcast.
I know, and I'm trying to stand by what I said and not get into it. But you know what, though? What you said I think was right, and it's probably why it has such high reviews. And the listeners are like, what do they mean?
I'm pretty sure they can guess.
No,
you know what, though? Okay, Tyler, you're the one who has to get into it if anyone's going to get into it.
No, I don't know.
If you don't want to, we won't. We won't.
Well, now I gotta. No, the listeners want to know. The listeners want to know. Nah, it's I don't know. Like I feel like the movie. This is just my own. Technically, this is my own opinion, right? I believe, right? Just like almost any other kind of like ethnic movie, if you really want to call it that, right? I don't like saying that, but that's what a lot of people like label it, right? Like you every time you turn on the radio or well, I guess it's just me because I use the radio because I'm a pleb. Or like you hear something on the internet, it's like, oh, Black Panther stars the first black protagonist. It's like, what? Like
the first ever.
Which bothers me because it's like, okay, you had a Marvel movie years ago in Blade. You had the Blade trilogy, right? With Wesley Snipes. Blade is a Marvel character. And then it's like, well, how are you going to tell me that all the Will Smith headlining movies aren't, that? I feel like they're using, this is what we were talking about before. I feel like they're using this whole political climate as a springboard to, get this movie out. Like, I don't think that was the original agenda of this movie, but now that things are the way they are right now in the States, you know what I mean? Like, that's why a lot of people are reviewing it, because like if they review it this certain way, they could come off as, oh, well, maybe they're a little racist. And so like, see, I can be civil about it.
No, I know. I'm not saying anything. I'm just, while you're talking, I was looking through audience reviews of the movie, and a lot of them are like, "Oh, it's so." I don't even want to say. There's a lot of them. They're like, "This sucks," and you'll be called racist if you think it's bad.
Yeah, like that's the messed up part. Like, I want to go, and honestly, after like I saw the trailer, after seeing the trailer, I'm like, I really want to see this movie because, like, all right, this kind of looks cool. They definitely get you hyped to see the movie, and it's like it's my aesthetic, right? Like, I can't. It's got like a cyberpunk-esque type shit going on with Wakanda. I was like, I could mess with this, right? But like, I feel like a lot of the people that are going to see the movie now, it's almost like I feel like they're seeing it for the wrong reason now, and that kind of makes me feel not weird about it, but like the way, because I know people, right, like in my family, they're like, well, I'm gonna support this movie because it's like it's black, like this is predominantly black, and I'm like, why can't you just support it? Like, if it's a good movie, like, let's support it. Like, it's almost it's what I was talking about before, the Tyler Perry movies. Those are bad movies. And I can say that because I didn't want to be ignorant, right? Like I don't like saying something is bad until like I've experienced it, right? I feel like I don't have a right to have an opinion unless like I see something.
Yeah.
So I have seen a couple of Tyler Perry movies, right? I will admit that. But at the same time, I have my opinion of I think these are fundamentally bad. Here's why. And here's why, in my opinion, and here's where the trolls can come out of hiding if there are any, right? But like, you know, I feel like Tyler Perry movies are not what the black community needs. I feel it's not like I feel like it's setting us back a little bit. But that's not how a lot of people feel, and that's their opinion. And that's fine. But I don't want people saying like, you know, this is a good movie when really it's just, you know, you're supporting it for the wrong reason. Like support it because it's a good media, support it because it's a good piece of film, right? Like I don't like it recently because everything's starting to become political. I just want to watch a good movie.
Those are all reasonable points.
Yeah, man. I just want to see Black Panther kick the shit out of people.
Yeah.
Out of someone, you know what? I'll admit it here. I thought that was Nick Cannon. I was retarded. I'm dumb. The whole time I was like, wait a second, that's Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah, dude.
He looks so different than all the other movies he's been in.
So you know what one of my podcasts pointed out today?
What?
The Fantastic Four movies. Out of all the actors, both Human Torches are the ones who got good careers with Marvel after being in those movies.
Dude,
that's fucking great.
In other Marvel movies, yeah. You know, I heard out of all the things I did here, I heard that Michael B. Jordan did give a good performance, and that his because he's the bad guy, right? Like I heard.
Wait, really?
What? Yes.
Oh, in Black Panther. I think
in Black Panther, yeah.
Yes,
no, not Fantastic Four.
No, he is the
no. Fantastic Four was garbage. No, yeah, I heard in Black Panther, he did a really good job, and that is, his character was written pretty well. I didn't hear anything else about the rest of the movie. The visuals don't look that great.
Oh, really?
In my opinion.
Oh,
with the suits. Yeah, like the suits look weird, but like I said, I gotta go watch the movie before I can
I mean, I'm probably gonna see Black Panther tomorrow with Val.
I want to see Black Panther. I would like to see it tomorrow, but I got D&D. I'm gonna have to just see it this weekend, or no, I can't see it Friday. Friday's a bad day.
Anyway,
some people go to the movies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, apparently it's had one of the biggest or second biggest 4-day opening weekend ever.
Yeah. It a lot of people went to see it. No one I know saw it though.
All these mystery people.
Usually I have a couple people who I know have seen it already, but no one I know have seen it already.
Let's go from one topic about a politically charged thing to a topic about shit we can all say is ridiculous.
No, come on. It's not that ridiculous. It can't be when it's the weeb shit.
Oh,
all right,
Freeman, when people on the world stage of athletes.
Yo, so story time.
Shit, I'm ready.
Yuri on Ice was the biggest anime of 2016.
Was it
so
really?
Naturally, yeah. It was, well, all right, if you go by Crunchyroll's Anime Awards, it was the biggest anime of 2016.
Okay, that makes sense.
But
that sounds right.
An international phenomenon that captivated the ice skating community. As a result, Japan's team at the Olympics has been doing all their routines to songs from Yuri on Ice.
I
didn't realize there was more than one. I thought there was just one.
There were multiple teams from Japan who tried to compete using the same song because of how big Yuri on Ice became.
I mean, how better to represent your country?
The thing is, they used like an actual so in the show Yuri on Ice, he has his friend compose a piece of music for him to skate with at like the World Grand Prix, and it's a legitimate piece of music. So everyone's using that. If you didn't know about Yuri on Ice, it would sound like just another song, but it has that meaning to all us weebs.
I think you're gonna say that memeing for a second.
No, it's beautiful.
It has that
Their
meme
routine
power.
was great. But yeah, no one will shut up about that because they compete at multiple stages using the same song. So every chance they get, the track whose title is actually just Yuri on Ice gets played. So it's amazing.
They're going to be performing to Yuri on Ice.
No, man,
Crowd
I never
goes
thought
wild.
that would ever happen. Something like that would happen.
It's unreal. Speaking of more realistic shit, a show that Luigi and I watch got its second season and a movie announced. And this show, I think I've told you guys the title because this is one of those really like awful anime titles.
Oh boy.
In Japanese, its short name is Danmachi, but its actual English title is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon?
I remember this, yes.
Yeah.
So that show's getting its second season. It's already confirmed they're not going to answer that question by the end of the second season. But whatever. It looks really good. They showed off principal artwork for the movie. Everyone's got cool new character redesigns. I went back and rewatched the quote unquote top fight scenes from that show. I forgot it's actually pretty decent.
Yep.
So hopefully season 2 makes it good enough that I actually want to recommend that show to people. But piggybacking off of our topic from before the top 10
baby
video games started, we were talking about collectibles. The company that I buy, I want to say most of them, I only own like 3 figures from them. The Good Smile Company, which does the Chibi Nendoroid figures, as well as other more realistic ones, had this like big expo this weekend. They were showing off design after design they're releasing.
Was it related to Toy Fair? Or no?
It might have been there.
So that's how we got
them off.
That's how we. So we're not going to do it, but we also got a bunch of minor Magic news that only people who really play Magic would give a shit about this weekend.
But
go ahead. Yeah.
But they showed off a lot of different figures. One of them was the Kamina Nendoroid that I showed you guys on Saturday. But they got some crazy ones. Like they're going real deep. Like they got like Darling and the Franxx ones coming out. The show is brand new, but they're also going further back. They're doing like Kill la Kill shows that aren't that recent. Where they're like, here's a whole line of figures related to that show. So it's interesting. They're putting out a lot of shit this year, and I don't really want to waste money on it, but they all look really cool. But talking about waste of money, Netflix decides to show off their anime release schedule for the next 6 months. And coming up real soon were 2 that I was looking forward to. One, Be the Beginning, the one we saw the trailer for the other week. That one's coming out March 2nd.
Oh,
so
yeah,
soon.
the one that had the good dub.
Yeah, the one with the... Was it Ray Charles, the Final Fantasy 15
Ray Charles.
And coming up the next week is the one that I was looking forward to, AICO. It has this weird character design going for it. I know literally nothing else about the show other than the character design. And I'm surprised they're doing this 1 week after another kind of release. Especially after Devilman Crybaby, where it was like talk of the town and it was all anyone was watching for 2 to 3 weeks. I'm surprised they're compressing their releases to be this close to each other, as opposed to having like a show every month. Especially for these original ones where it's not like a show that finished in Japan and they want to release it now. This is like, it's never been released before. They commissioned this show, and the only way you can watch it anywhere is on March 2nd when they put the whole thing on, which is the way I think Netflix should be handling their anime. But we'll see how that pans out. I wonder if they just don't have confidence in Be the Beginning.
That would be unfortunate because the dub sounded good from the trailer we saw.
I know. I might actually watch the dub for this one.
Woo.
But in terms of other controversial shit Netflix announced, they bought the live-action rights to a Sword Art Online movie.
Oh, God, no.
And you know why? Because they probably have insane streaming numbers. That's probably one of their top anime right now.
Look, as much as people shit on Sword Art Online, there's a reason. Literally everyone shits on Sword Art Online. It's because everybody has watched it.
Everyone's watched it.
And you know what? Everyone's going to watch at least the first episode. Look, everybody watched the fucking Cloverfield movie.
I did not.
So many people watched the Death Note movie.
I did.
And those same people like me are going to watch the Sword Art Online movie because they confirmed that they will only be using Asian actors and actresses for this. So everyone can get out of here with their whitewashing bullshit for this one.
Yeah, I'm sure they were
they
like,
can.
Oh, yay.
More politically charged things, yay.
No, but Tyler, they have to.
No, I stand by what I feel about live action, though. Live action adaptations.
Look, we had an episode on it.
We did.
Stop, please, just stop. Nobody wants this. No. It doesn't make money. Stop doing it.
I wish Man, I'm on Netflix right now. They don't have a way to sort by popularity. They have suggestions, year released, and alphabetical.
That's right. They want to tell you what you need to watch.
Apparently, I need to watch Fate Apocrypha.
No, I just saw the finale today. Stay away. It's not worth it.
Okay, then there's FMA Brotherhood, which I've already watched and love.
No, stay away.
Shut up.
Don't rewatch it. You have new anime to watch.
Kakegurui? Is that how you pronounce that?
Yeah, Compulsive Gambler. That was the show I've been talking about, where it's like high schoolers gamble in the evening.
Oh, this is not the show that Super Eye Patch Wolf
one
did a
character
video
gets
about.
a little too into it.
Then
like
Castlevania.
Gamble after school and shit like that.
Then Castlevania, which was awesome. Then Full Metal Alchemist, the original.
Gotta get that back.
I don't give a fuck about. No, Val said it's good, but I'm not gonna watch it when I've seen Brotherhood.
But it's like an alternate universe.
Yeah, but I don't, Freeman. That's like saying go watch Hellsing when Hellsing Ultimate's out. Like, no,
dude, you gotta watch the original Hellsing to get that sweet soundtrack.
Fuck you.
I'm calling it better. I'm calling it an addition.
Last one on the top row of 6. Little Witch Academia is the last one.
I still haven't watched it yet. I gotta watch that one.
Dude, that says it's a 96% match for me.
That doesn't mean a goddamn thing.
I know, but Kakegurui is 98 and Fate Apocrypha is 98 also, Friedman. So,
did you watch Gurren Lagann on Netflix?
Yes.
I wonder if that's why it's a 96%.
I don't know. 7 Deadly Sins 95. Kill la Kill 95. Soul Eater 94. Yes. SAO2 94.
No.
Your Lie in April.
I love that show. Made me cry.
94, and then Devil.
Val would love that show.
Okay.
Holy shit.
And then The Devil is a Part-Timer.
That show is really funny.
It looks goofy as shit. It looks if the main character is actually the devil, I see pictures of him working in a fast food joint.
Yes.
The Devil's a part-timer.
The Devil's a part-timer.
Hold on.
It's great.
Here's the two-line summary. Some think Satan must be a lawyer. Others are convinced he's in politics. They're all wrong. He's slinging burgers.
Can I talk about this show real quick? Because that description is fucking awful.
No. Look what you've done.
No. All right. Here's what the show is actually about. It starts at the end of some like straight up D&D quest line where this party is fighting like Satan, and Satan is like, you know, however you imagine, he's this giant beast, and he's getting beaten, so he's like, quick, I need to get out of here, open a portal to literally any other dimension. So his assistant opens a portal, him and his assistant jump through, and one like swordsman follows them through the gate, and they wind up in our world. But the thing is, when they wind up in our world, they're just kind of turned into normal people. So Satan's in our world as a normal person, he has literally no power, and he's like, shit, what do we do? How do we get back? So he's like, well, I guess I need to make a living now. So he literally takes up the only part-time job someone who just got transferred to our world could take, which is flipping burgers. And he goes about becoming an actually decent person and going about normal life. But gradually, people in this other universe keep coming in to like either try to kill him or try to like just destroy the world. And he's like, guys, chill out. I'm just trying to...
I'm reformed.
And it's like...
I'm the ex-con that was reformed.
It's like part action, part comedy, and it's like genuinely good. Huh. But they put that stupid description in. Satan's flipping burgers. And... like, I know Luigi liked it.
Oh, I'm sure. All right, Freeman, let's roll it home. Let's get off Netflix.
All right, rapid fire the last two. So, one of the biggest anime of 2014. Oh God, how long ago was it? Point is, RE0 is a great anime, and I recommend everyone watch it. But for the longest time, it had not gotten released on Blu-ray or DVD, which was shocking because it was like actually the #1 show on Crunchyroll as it was airing. Everyone was in shock that this wasn't getting released anywhere, not even in outside the US. Like the UK teams weren't doing it, no one was. And a couple weeks ago, the one big licensor in the UK announced they were finally doing the RE0 release, and they said English dub included. And everyone's like, "What is it? That can't be right. They're going to dub it themselves, and Funimation's not going to." So Funimation finally announces they acquired the rights, and they're partnering with Crunchyroll for this release. I'm willing to bet this had to do with the Sony acquisition.
Freeman,
go ahead.
You're roboting a little. I don't know if you're hearing this, Tyler.
It might be you, Tim, because you were roboting earlier on.
I am? Okay, hold on. I'm going to close Discord
you
live
guys are
on air.
fine.
I'm going to close Discord live on air to try to patch it up.
Okay.
Oh, no, that means my recording's going to be...
No, it's not. Just leave it going.
No, you guys are...
No, it'll be fine. Hold on. Live on air, breaking things down. Discord's readying the field, boys.
On with all this
I'm back.
anime goodness. All right,
All
we're
this
back.
anime
easy.
shit.
All right. Hold up, so is my voice going to come out distorted on your recording of Discord now?
Yeah, but it's I can understand you. It's just that robotic twinge at the end, you know?
All right.
It's
well,
not it's
how,
not actually understandable.
How long was it going for?
Only like a minute or two.
All right.
It's really not that bad.
Where do I jump back in?
No, Freeman, I'm not going to cut it out. I can totally understand what you're saying. I just noticed like there was like a minor underlaying bit. It really didn't hide anything you were saying.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, we're just still going. Let's just keep rolling.
All right, yeah. So it sounds like it had something to do with the Funimation Sony buyout, where Crunchyroll didn't know what they were going to release with Funimation during that time. I'm honestly not sure because there's been kind of a gap, but they did finally come together and say, yeah, it's getting dubbed. Yeah, it's getting a Blu-ray, DVD release in the US. So I'm snapping that up day one. Show my support. Hopefully we get a season 2 real soon.
Why is it getting released so much later?
Again, I'm not sure. I think there was just a licensing disagreement because the thing is, Crunchyroll had streaming rights. I know they got it before their partnership with Funimation. So Funimation would have to get only the distribution rights, not the streaming rights. Or I don't know if Crunchyroll had bought the distribution rights and was trying to do it on their own because they're kind of dipping their toe in the distribution field. So I don't know what happened there. Everyone's been dead silent on it. But it's finally happening. Hopefully, right around the time the season 2 gets announced this summer when the OVA comes out. I have no clue, but I'm really praying for it because the part after the anime ends apparently gets really good. So I'm hyped for it. Can't recommend RE0 enough.
How much more manga is there?
So it's based on this light novel series, and here's the part where it's odd. So the author originally wrote them as these web novels. They're online, slightly different format. Then they're like, okay, cool. We need you to edit these, and we'll actually print them. So they started printing the light novels, but they're behind the original web novel. But the plot is identical. So the anime covered the first 4 light novels. The web novel is up to like 13 or so, but the light novel is only like 8 or 9. So the question is, you could do another season. There's enough content to do it. But the thing is, if you do the show beyond the light novel, people might not buy those novels because they're already ahead. It's a weird kind of thing where like you want the anime to only show a certain bit of what's been released. That way people have to buy more stuff to catch all the way up. Because it's one giant advertising thing for them.
People here who just watch the anime and don't buy the manga.
No, because anime is not profitable in Japan.
Yeah, I think we talked about this once.
It's all just an advertising
scheme. The anime is a platform to sell the manga, right?
It's just to sell manga or merchandise.
That's just so funny though, because I'm pretty sure I know Crunchyroll lets you read manga, sells manga, but no one gives a fuck about that compared to watching anime on Crunchyroll.
Look, Disney did not make money on Cars 2. They made money on Cars 2 merchandise.
Cars 2 is also a pile of dicks, so less people saw it in theaters.
I never saw Cars 2 or 3.
But...
Thank Christ.
Anyway, all right, last one, Freeman. Let's do it.
Final topic, and this is the most controversial tournament the anime subreddit has had. The Best Boy contest is coming to a close. Going into the top 8, we had both the Elric brothers,
yes,
as well as a bunch of other characters you guys don't care about. The point is, going into the final 4, everyone's been picking up on this a bit. There's one character who really does not belong in the Best Boy contest.
No.
The main character of Assassination Classroom, Koro-sensei, who's literally this octopus alien guy who teaches all of his students to be assassins, but also teaches them to be better people, who quote-unquote blew up the moon in the first episode. He's this weird, funny character, but he's by no means the best boy in anime. He knocks out, who? Alphonse? To get into the finals? In the meantime, the other round is Ed Elric. Oh, wait, go ahead.
No. Just super quick. I was actually going to say, which one would you guys pick to win? And I would have picked Alphonse to win.
Oh, fuck no. Ed Elric for life.
What the hell?
What? Alphonse is so nice. He's so wholesome.
Yeah, but he ain't going to win.
Why is Ed the main character? Alphonse is
the whole better.
Time.
He's a better character.
How's he a better character?
He is. Did you watch the same show?
Yes. He's not trapped in a suit of armor forever. Fuck it. They're both good.
Anyway, so it was Ed Elric up against the main character from Steins. This was honestly anyone's bet. These are like the 2 favorite shows the subreddit has. So they ended up going with Ed Elric, but he's up against Koro-sensei in the finals. And based on the meme voting potential, I strongly believe Coruscant is going to crush the shit out of Ed Elric, and we'll find out tomorrow.
No.
On
The
Dragon
whole
Ball
subreddit's going to be
Z.
salty as shit. You want to know why? I voted for Koro Sensei just for the meme potential.
Fuck you.
Don't get me wrong. I want Ed
Damn.
to win, but I want to see the meme potential pop off.
Fuck you.
I want the
Damn.
Brexit of anime to happen tomorrow.
Just
all
fuck
about-
you.
You're all about that meme economy.
You're part of the
Yo.
fucking problem.
I gotta keep
Yeah.
that meme economy flowing, or
You're
This gets
part of
boring.
the fucking problem.
I am the
Hey,
problem.
not
he's
even-
right.
Look,
He's right.
It's not even a joke. It's funny, but it's not even a
Oh,
joke. Freeman, you
shit.
fucking
I'm
voted
not
for
even
the
angry. I
meme.
know I'm the problem.
Fuck you.
Tyler,
You're
I think you
welcome.
should
You know what?
change who you
Podcast
think
canceled.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
let's get out of here. Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it.
No, let's hit Freeman where it hurts. We'll cancel the weeb shit every week, and then we'll just talk about
Yeah.
no
Great. So I'll
weeb
just
stuff.
Segment.
I just get to be quiet the whole week.
Yeah, it'll be like when
Yep.
Tyler's listening to Magic Talk. It'll be like, just nah, Freeman, get out of here. Fuck you.
No, you can
God.
listen.
I mean, I guess the only redeeming factor is you're memeing the shit out of one of the most disgusting pieces of the internet ever.
Look, I'm giving everyone a little window into this bullshit.
Oh my god, it's so fucking ugh. All right, let's just take our goddamn break so that we can come back and talk about good shit.
Yeah,
Let's
good
talk-
games.
Talk about them good video games. But yeah, so when we come back, we are going to get started on the next chapter in our saga of best video games. Or personally, best video games, I suppose is a better way to put it.
No, the objective top 10.
Probably.
not really.
I mean, I guess it's 3 objective, since there are 3 lists. But yeah, when we come back, we'll try to get 2. We'll definitely get at least 2 done, and if we can, we'll try to get 3 entries done on the list. But until such time, we'll be back in a sec. So yeah, see you guys in a second for top 10. And we're back. Good break, solid break. Time to stop the break.
Get down to business.
Take off the brakes and get down to the top.
I'm gonna
top.
cut the break lines.
Oh my
Wild
God.
card.
Why? Guys,
Yeah.
it's like Jeopardy. You're like, what's your number 8 game, Tyler? Do. My wild card.
My wild card.
Um,
What? I don't know. What's some out of Battletoads? There you go.
Oh my God.
Number 8 game. Let's go.
Tyler, since you were talking about wild card, why don't you start us off with your? Oh, actually, so the thing I thought of real quick. No.
There we go.
Oh,
No,
wild
no.
card.
No. It's not a wild card.
The real wild card.
Oh my god. Just for people who might have missed last week or something, or who don't want to go back and listen to the whole thing, let's just do a roundup of our lists up to this point.
Oh. Alright.
Not mentioning honorable mentions, since those were really
Yeah,
just
start,
for
starting
that.
from 10.
So just cover your 10 and 9, and then just head on into number 8 whenever you're ready.
Okay. So last week, as for my favorites, my number 10 was Uncharted 2 Among Thieves for its compelling story and great characters and all that stuff. And my number 9 was Hotline Miami for the aesthetic and the soundtrack, pretty much. Yeah, that was last week. My number 8 is it. I picked this game specifically because it was like mostly like the last one in the series, right? But I guess it could be really debated. But it's Guitar Hero 5 Warriors of Rock.
I mean, I
Didn't
feel like
play
it
that
could be debated because I have no horse in the race because I barely played any of them. I only played at friends' houses. But wasn't Guitar Hero 3 the really big one?
So I really liked Guitar Hero 3. There's a chance I may have played that the most, potentially. And Guitar Hero 2. But like most of the tracks that you downloaded or whatever, they kind of did the Rock Band thing after a while where
It was
if you
all
had
instruments.
well not just that, but songs that you had before on other games, they transferred over to this new game.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Also, they for the campaign, they started adding these hero abilities, right? And it was kind of interesting.
No.
Like they added different hero abilities, which I thought it was cool in my opinion, because there were some times where like you couldn't get through a song. Like some of these songs are really hard. Like some of the Megadeth songs, like the Megadeth songs were fucking ridiculous. It's weird. I could get 4 stars on like was it? I think it was Black Widow. There was like one song that was like really long. It was 7 minutes long.
Holy
It was
shit.
ridiculous.
Those are the good ones.
Yeah, I beat that song. Right? I could beat it without like star power or whatever, but like that was supposed to be the hardest song in the game, but like some of these Megadeth songs were ridiculous, and I'm like, holy fuck. Or like some of these there was like boss battle sequences, and so that was the first time in a music rhythm game where I felt like I really had to strategize on what I had to use where. I mean, that was always a thing, like when you wanted to get a high score or whatever, to get like the most optimized score, but it's almost like they wanted you to really strategize on how they wanted you to use it, like where they wanted you to use it and all that kind of stuff. So I thought it was interesting. Also, the set list was just amazing. Like it was like they had a really good set list. I couldn't think of a lot of really bad tracks. Like I could probably pick like half the songs on Guitar Hero 3. Right, I'm like, okay, this is like whatever. Same with Guitar Hero 2. I could probably even count that less.
Yeah, half of the ones on 3 are unforgettable, are very forgettable. But I'm looking through the list for 5. They got some variety on here.
Yeah, that's where they really started to expanding the variety without going too crazy. But now they have like on Guitar Hero Live, they have a lot of that stuff. Like they have like everything. But that's the problem. They have everything. Like I'm playing Guitar Hero for sick ass solos and shit and like cool riffs or whatever. I'm not trying to play any of this Taylor Swift shit. I'm sorry. That's weak. That's weak as hell. Now I kind of want to look at the set list. Like I'm not trying to play hold on. I'm trying to think of some shit. Like I'm not trying to play like a lot of these songs you couldn't play. And it's not like you couldn't play, like, there just wasn't good. Like, Anarchy in the UK by Sex Pistols. I'm like, whatever. Barracuda is literally just Galloping.
Oh my god, it's the same notes.
Yeah, but Cliffs of Dover is really cool.
Oh,
like,
that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, that's good shit. Or like Cult of Personality, like you have it starts with the and like that's cool. Right, but it's like you got a lot of this other stuff. Miss Murder, like AFI. I like AFI.
It's a good song, but it's not that fun to play.
Yeah. But yeah, I like Guitar Hero 5. They polished it a lot, and it's almost like they hit that sweet spot before, like, because they said they weren't gonna really do any more Guitar Hero games after this, and all the ones between 3 and this one were just not great. Like they weren't. Like Aerosmith wasn't good.
Metallica wasn't that great.
Metallica wasn't that great. There was like Guitar Hero 4. I forgot what that one was called, but that one
it was called World Tour.
That's right, World Tour, and they had like the Dream Theater song at the end. Like I could probably play 5 of those songs. I'm like, these really aren't that great.
Oh man,
they tried to bring back
Van Halen.
No one played. Yeah, I forgot that was even a thing, which is weird because I really like Van Halen. Like I really love Van Halen. But I don't know. I couldn't get into it. But then they said that this game was coming out. I'm like, you know what? I'll give it a try. And I was blown away. I was like, it's almost like they decided to go back and rework Guitar Hero 3 and add all this shit and like add all this DLC like with all these really good songs. I'm like, wow, this is what like I wanted Guitar Hero to be. And that's my favorite one. Even though I have more memories playing Guitar Hero 2 and 3 with friends. If I could, I would rather go back and play 5 more, or like Warriors of Rock more than those other ones. Yeah, so that's my number 9.
Cool.
I mean, sorry, 8. That's 8. We're still going around for 8, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep looping around. So Freeman, go ahead.
So last time on Dragon Ball Z, my number 10 was Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Just because for me, that was my introduction to the novel game concept. The fact that reading is gameplay, and the unique way it did stories. My number 9 was World Ends With You, mostly because it was a contemporary setting JRPG that actually took advantage of 2 screens on the DS, which most of the games that were good on that console didn't even use. But we'll get into.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You're roboting again?
Damn it.
Can you just try closing Discord real quick? No. You don't have to. Again, I could totally understand you, but I could totally. You'll hear it when you re-listen to the podcast.
Let me close the whole thing. Oh, what the hell? It didn't minimize. Oh, there we go.
Apologies for everyone listening. I don't know what's going on. Tyler, you sound totally fine. Am I roboting right now?
No.
Okay.
You are not.
All right. How do I sound?
Sounds better.
All right.
You sure it's using the right microphone, Freeman?
I changed the setting. I'm on... Yeah, Blue Snowball.
Okay. Anyway, keep going. Your number 8 game.
Oh, yeah, all right, here we go. So my number 8 game. This is not the first time we've talked about this one on the show, and I guarantee you it's not going to be the last. My number 8 is Metal Gear Solid 3.
Whoa.
What a thrill!
Yeah. Snake Eater.
Snake Eater. That fucking ladder every time.
Oh my God. I love that scene. I will rewatch that. But for me, this was a big toss up between Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. And I know for Tyler, it's a no brainer. You like 3 more.
Yeah.
But when I was playing the Metal Gear Solid series, I was playing them all in a row because I just got my PS3. So I played 1. I liked the gameplay. I played 2, and 2 felt like the natural progression of 1. It took every gameplay element and said, look, it looks a lot nicer. Let's slap on this convoluted plot. And I personally ate that shit up. I love the convoluted plot. But the thing that made me like 3 better was the difference in gameplay. From the very first screen you're in, you realize, oh shit, I'm not in a square-shaped room like the last game. Oh man, my radar doesn't give me every piece of information I need. Oh man, I can't just kill everything in the jungle and hope to live. Yep. I have to actually be stealthy in this game for once. I can't just bullshit my way through like I did in 1 and 2. And it was this sudden feeling of going from, I remember going from the first, essentially room. It doesn't feel like a room, but it's a room you're in. The first jungle room to the next one. And I, fought every single animal, crocodile snapping at me. I stood out in the middle of that forest. I've never hated the intro to a game more than that because of how bad I felt trying to, work my way in this jungle where everything's trying to kill me. And halfway through the game, you start having to learn the tricks. You realize you have to heal yourself the second you get hurt. You got to be constantly swapping out your face mask and your camo. You got to take advantage of every stealthy option you have, because if you don't, you are actually fucked. And that is why I like 3 so much better. It forces you to acknowledge all of its gameplay mechanics to succeed. And the story was just icing on the cake. I love the whole, twist of what's going on with your mentor and the Russians, and you find out what's his face is actually Revolver Ocelot, and the whole plot was great. But
this is the best gun. I love the thrill of reloading.
When he's got that 2-minute spinny gun trick sequence, I'm like, yes, I enjoy this.
That when he got the 1886s or whatever, those Colt revolvers, that was cool. But when he was flipping the Makarovs,
oh my God,
the first, I was like, how? Even when I was I think the game came out when I was in 7th or 8th grade, and I was just like, how? Those guns are extremely small. I don't get how he's doing this.
I mean, again, this is Metal Gear Solid. It's not known for its hyper-realism, but anytime they just do cool shit, you just want to sit there and watch it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Especially those gun twirling sequences. But yeah, no, 3 was great. It did, even you have to consider it's on the same console that 2 was, and it felt so different. It was something else. But yeah, 3 is definitely my favorite of that series. Before I hand it off to you, Tim, I know in the comments last week someone had speculated that my list was just going to be Persona 4, Persona 5, and then all the Final Fantasies. I just wanted to clarify. I tried to keep the list down to 1 entry per series.
That was kind of what we all ended up doing. I know I know it wasn't a hard set rule, but we actually you both basically almost did that completely, and then I decided to do that /cheat.
I had to limit myself because I didn't want the list to all just be the same series, saying like, "Oh,
No, it's fair.
I like Final Fantasy VI because it's marginally better than Final Fantasy V." But I didn't want to do that with this list. So
no, it's kind of like ranking a series, but here's the game that defines that series almost.
Yeah,
it's just a good way to do it because there's too many. We've all played too many games to just say here's 10 games that I love and all the other ones don't matter.
Yeah,
It's like no, these are 10 amazing games for us. The series they're in, looking at this list, almost every one of these is in a series that's well known for the games all being good, or at least most of them being good. And it's like we just had to pick the best of the best for us, and that's what we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's my comments on Metal Gear Solid 3. So Tim, why don't you?
Sure. So last week, for on top of my billions of honorable mentions, my number 10 was Dragon Age Origins. Still, probably my second favorite BioWare RPG ever, for being a more mature story. They had a lot of their tropes in there, but back when I first played it, I wasn't the world-wise kid who knew all the tropes from BioWare, and I just thought it was an awesome game with a great story and a honestly really compelling villain. Like and it's cool to be in one of those cases where you have multiple villains who have different things going on. And then number 9 was Civilization 4, one of my favorite strategy games of all time, heavily tied to the amount of time I've spent playing that with my 2 closest friends I've known for 20 years now. But also just for the awesome depth of gameplay, the wide variety of strategies, and the asshole AI who you love to just... Me and my friends would just scream about how big assholes these AI are, being like, give me this trade deal. Why don't you trade? This is a good deal. Trying to extort me.
Deal.
You want me to give you my only stone for one of your 5 fish? Fuck you. We're going to war, dude.
Yeah, and then they fuck your day up. It's great.
But then to get to the second highest RTS on my list. Is it? Yes, it is. God, I totally forgot for a second.
Damn.
Command & Conquer Generals. Now, unlike a lot of the other cases where one game from the series kind of ranks as like the high series, no, Command & Conquer has had its ups and downs for sure. But I just love Generals. It's probably the second most popular game on my entire channel, but it's such a blast. It's one of those super fast, super simple, but really decent amount of depth, fast gameplay. I just love playing Generals. I don't know what else there is to say about it. I mean, the 3 factions that operate so differently, the GLA, who are the biggest assholes ever, but whenever I play them, they feel weak and underpowered. China, my boy, which is horrible to say, but building Overlord tanks. USA, going with the Air Force. Yeah, or just building super dumb tanks, or building Humvee squads you just roll around with and shoot everybody. I just love playing that game, and I love the mods that have crept up over the years that have added so much. Like, Shockwave mod for that game is one of my favorite mods ever. And it just adds so much, and even just the base game, playing again multiplayer with my friends and my brother actually for a little while. It's just such a fast-paced game that's like one of those easy to play but hard to master and hard to really understand. But you just have so many options. Like, it's one of those games where you're not constrained by population cap. There's just a few tiers. Everything's
Is there an unlimited cap?
Technically, yes.
Oh,
cool. You had the money. The only thing that sucks about it, and the only thing that hurts it, especially in today's day and age, is it doesn't like new computers. It doesn't like higher resolutions, and no matter how powerful your computer, for whatever reason these days, if you try to get it to run on a modern computer, you basically can't play on on a map above 6 players, even though there's 8-player maps. The game just starts lagging and chugging after 5 minutes, just no matter what. It's really disappointing. But the visuals still hold up. It's incredibly easy to tell what's going on. There's no jumbled mess of characters, especially in General 0 Hour, where you add the unique general powers and things like that.
That was the one I played.
Yeah, that's the one that's just like I say generals, but 0 Hour is more of it. Without 0 Hour, the package isn't nearly as good. But we're so far away from it that's like it's one game. Command & Conquer Generals 0 Hour is the game. But having the unique generals, again, Shockwave adding more generals and unique stuff, it's just such a well put together package. The maps are a lot of fun. There's all different kinds of maps. There's very competitive maps, very spread out, do whatever you want maps. The fact that you can build anywhere, it feels like a lot of RTSs these days are like, here's a specific spot where you have to build something, and you have limited resources and things like that, and limited space, and you have to like. I've been playing Halo Wars for a Let's Play. You build a base structure, and then you can have up to 7 support structures around it that are for different things. Whereas in general, it's like
where you can build, because it has to be like where your main
it's
base
literally
is.
one structure. I mean, that was built for console, so it's a bit oversimplified, even more than normal. But in this, it's like, oh, I'd rather I'll build 3 barracks in a row, or I'll spread out my base, or I'll concentrate my power, which is silly because then someone just blows up that spot and you're out of power and your defenses crumble and you die.
Oh,
no,
God.
but I love this game. I'm almost sad that Star Wars Empire at War has become the game that drew people to my channel. Because if I could get it to work more consistently and easily, this would be the game that I would be able to just keep on playing, I think, a lot more easily. So, yeah, for my number 8, I'm going to pick Command & Conquer Generals 0 Hour. Woo.
I had a real quick story about that one.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
So originally I had never played the Command & Conquer series, and I had been turned on to it because I was watching this web series in like 2004, 2005 called Pure Ownage. Most people don't know about it, but if any of you guys have ever seen the FPS Doug video,
Yep.
it originates from that series.
Huh.
Originally, it wasn't supposed to be a web series. It was just these 2 guys were trolling around on the Command & Conquer forums, and they were just like insulted about one of the patches. So they recorded a video of one of the guys doing a fake accent and complaining about how EA sucks and how E is sucking his left ball and A is sucking his right ball. And this video went on for like 10 minutes. And,
God.
Like the character he was doing was popular enough they decided to like start writing a web series about him where it's just like he's an air quotes pro gamer. And the show like took off. It was like this was like early internet web shows, and then the FPS Doug clip took off. Yeah. So that got me on Command & Conquer's General just because it wouldn't shut up about it all the time. So I'm like, I gotta play 0 Hour to know what they're talking about in the show. But yeah, that was my exposure to that game.
Cool. I had no idea you ever played that. That's awesome.
I was really awful at it, but it was very fun.
No, I played Command & Conquer Red Alert 2 before that. That game was a lot of fun. It's very campy. That would probably be the other game to represent this series. Not as much though, but that's one of my longest struggling Let's Plays. I've always tried to find a way to record that game. I cannot find a single piece of software that will record that game. I think I'd basically have to like do a capture card capturing my desktop to get it to fucking work. That doesn't sound
fun.
It's pretty miserable. Maybe with OBS updated I could try it again, but it was a really fun game. I always wanted to do the campaign of it for a Let's Play, and it's just like, no, fuck you. But anyway, keep us going, Tyler. Let's go to numero 7. Oh,
hold on. Before that, you got some robo going on.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was my connection. Tim, you were very robotic for that last part.
Oh boy, let me shut off Discord.
Oh
again.
jeez.
I love technical problems for no reason on the recording.
Do I see what I think I see? Luigi's streaming his raids.
Oh shit, we got
Luigi.
We gotta raid his raids.
Cancel podcast. Gotta go
guys.
watch that raid.
Gotta go watch. Am I better now?
No, but actually.
Yeah, you're better.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, now, Tyler, let's do number 7.
Now let's do number 7. This one's cool. I debated putting it a little higher, actually. This was after a little shuffling, and I will be honest. I think I said this before. I think 3, maybe 4. Yeah, 4 through 10 are really in no particular order. It's just that this just kind of ended up here. But my number 7 is The Legend of Zelda: Wind Waker.
Woo.
Interesting.
Yeah, this game, I don't know. Like, there's like a lot of adventure games that I've played, but I have never felt so immersed in an adventure game than I have in really since this one. Like, there's a lot of other games that have been really good since then, like that I've played, like adventure wise, like Horizon Zero Dawn. I thought was amazing.
Still to play that one.
It's great. I love this game. Like, I love Horizon, but like Wind Waker was just like one of those games where I felt I just got really immersed in, and I was skeptical when the game first came out, and then I was playing all of the Zelda games, basically from A Link to the Past. I played all the way from A Link to the Past to Twilight Princess.
Wait, when it came out, you were doing this, or you're saying that just
Oh, no.
at the time it came out, you were?
Yeah, so this was like high school. I got the urge. So like in high school, I was like, yo, I just want to run through franchises, right? So that's when so I was just blowing through stuff. So like I was playing that's when I played Metal Gear Solid, the Metal Gear Solid franchise. I beat all of the Resident Evil games.
Wow.
Because I only beat 4. I think when I was like a sophomore in high school, I had only played 4. Yeah, or by the time I was a sophomore in high school, I'd only played and beaten 4, but I didn't really play any of the other ones, so I blew through all those. And I was like, yo, I heard, like, I really liked Link to the Past. Let's try and beat all these other games that I didn't really beat. So I beat Link to the Past again. I beat Ocarina of Time. I tried playing Majora's Mask at the time. I didn't like it. And I beat Majora's Mask last year, and I still don't like it.
Damn.
Which is surprising. Yeah, which is like everybody's favorite, right? At least most people I have met, that is their favorite one out of all of them. But I don't know, like I wasn't feeling it. I didn't like the biggest thing was like time travel. I don't like. Do you guys know? Even the listeners know. I'm not a big fan of time travel.
It's such a great mechanic.
Yeah, right.
It's always handled with care and precision.
It's weird though. Like, I guess the way they use it in Ocarina of Time, right? Like, I liked it there, but I didn't like the way I had to literally every time I wanted to do something, I had to use the ocarina to go back in time.
Yep. No,
like I just thought that was annoying. I thought the masks were kind of cool. And I didn't like the ending boss of Majora's Mask either. But as I made my way up though, I got to Wind Waker, right? And I was like, man, I don't know about this game. The cell shading is a little too cartoony. I was one of those guys at the time, right? But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot and play this game. And man, I was blown away by everything. I'm like, the art style grew on me. And I say this to this day. I think out of all of the Legend of Zelda games, this has the best combat.
Wow.
Really?
Hands down, best combat. Like, even to this day, like with all the other bullshit that they got going, even the new Breath of the Wild, I think the way they executed Wind Waker's, like they handled the Z targeting like almost flawlessly.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. And you know, I don't say that just lightly. Right? It like the dodging.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, I really like this game. Just like the adventuring, the going from, you know, sailing around on your boat to all these different islands, doing all these different dungeons. And it felt like a true Zelda game, like a true adventure game. Like every time I went to a new place, it felt like I was just going to a new, like just somewhere new. And all these different, and like all the characters were really cool. Like they're all pretty memorable. The story was really great. And like I said, I think the most memorable part out of all of that was really, like, aside from the adventuring, was the combat. And it like served a lot of, I don't know, inspiration for me when I thought of like what makes a game fun,
Mm-hmm.
right? When it comes to its core mechanics, because that's what you're going to be doing the whole time, right? Like, is this fun? And sometimes like I would reference back to Wind Waker a lot, like because a lot of people say like a lot of people gave it shit, right? Like not so much now. It's gotten a lot more respect as a game, but I remember at the time, kind of like Super Mario Sunshine, it got a lot of flack, but in a different way. Like no one liked it for the art style. They're like, oh, it's too kiddie of a game, right? Like we don't want to take it seriously because like this is a child's game, but like if you actually took the time to play it and give it a shot, like a lot of people ended up being very surprised
Mm-hmm.
at the sheer quality that this game was. And I thought Twilight Princess was okay, but they were trying to integrate the the Wii motion controls and all that stuff.
Right.
And so it's
Also,
like they kind of took
it was developed on GameCube. The Wii controls came second for that one.
yeah,
And it kind of shows.
definitely. Like I guess I should have played it on GameCube though. That was my fault. I was like, I'm gonna try it on Wii. I have a Wii. I don't want it to go to waste. And that
Kidding was like the only game for Wii for a long time. Most people
right
played
near the
it on there.
beginning. Couldn't you use a
Yeah.
GameCube controller though on the Wii?
You could, but you couldn't always use it for Wii games. They had to explicitly
Yeah.
support
No, I know,
it.
but for Zelda, I just mean specifically.
No,
I
I don't
think
think they. Yeah, because they did
Oh.
like a lot of special
Wow.
shit just to push that.
Wow.
Yeah, and Skyward Sword really wasn't that great.
So, but Tyler, then, so you're saying this is your favorite Zelda game over Breath of the Wild too?
Yes,
Wow.
I like, and yeah, like I like Breath of the Wild. Like I do like Breath of the Wild a lot. Like it's almost like you go, like that is like the true adventure experience, right? Like
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild. Like honestly,
Yeah.
you go like from place to place, and it's like, oh, you're finding all these new things. But something about Wind Waker, like the kind of goal that you have in Wind Waker, it's just like I have this task, like this very gallant task, and I have to complete it. And all the dungeons in those games are just amazing. And that only comes from having a kind of linear path, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They had to sacrifice a lot of that in Breath of the Wild. Like you didn't have any special bosses that you used special stuff like special items, right? Like the ice rod or a
Yeah.
grappling hook. Like you didn't get any of that stuff in Breath of the Wild.
Right.
Because and the only reason why in Breath of the Wild you can't do that because you literally have, you can go anywhere, right? So it's like well, you can't do this without going here first, but it's like you can't risk the player going there first and getting fucked up, or else they're gonna get mad and complain and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind having an experience like that. I wouldn't mind getting punished like that, but a lot of players wouldn't enjoy that, especially like their target audience that Nintendo goes for.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's why I like the variety of places that you go to. In Breath of the Wild, you don't get that anymore. Like the only thing that they have is the exploration. Like the combat is also pretty good, and a lot of the systems in it, like the way like items work in that game, is also very good. And they try their best to optimize as much as they could while putting so much shit in that game. And I think that's also very good from a technical standpoint.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's how I feel though about Wind Waker. It's just like a fun game that I would love to just pick up and play. Like maybe not every year, but like every once in a while I'll get the itch, right? I'll get the itch to play Wind Waker and I'm like, yeah, let's play it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Solid number 7. Friederman.
All right, time for my number 7. So similar to
God.
Tyler's story about playing through different franchises, I did literally the same thing in high school when I got my PS3. I played through the entire Metal Gear series. Then I moved on to Kingdom Hearts, which is going to occupy my number 7 slot. Specifically, I'm putting Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, the PSP game, and I've got pretty good explanation for why I chose that one. So, for anyone who doesn't know what Kingdom Hearts is, it was Square Enix approached Disney and said, "Hey, let's make a JRPG, but Mickey Mouse is in it."
Wow.
And Disney was like, no. Look, we don't want you to potentially ruin Mickey Mouse's image. You can use literally anything else. And they said, okay, can we use everything else? And that's what they did. Kingdom Hearts is an action JRPG that takes place in all these Disney worlds. It's a game that no one ever thought could be made or even would be good. And Kingdom Hearts was great.
Kingdom Hearts is so fucking good.
Kingdom Hearts from a gameplay, characters, music, the aesthetic, everything about it's great. Just ignore the convoluted plot line and it's great.
Just ignore the thing that threads all the games together and you'll be fine.
But I'm gonna work into why Birth by Sleep is the one that I chose to represent this whole series.
For those plebs like me, which one is Birth by Sleep?
So Kingdom Hearts 1 comes out 2006. 2 years later, Kingdom Hearts 2 comes out. And they decide that in order for Kingdom Hearts 3 to have as much impact as possible, because they got really weird with the end of 2, they said, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to branch out, and since we're in the era of like handheld consoles, we're going to release a game on every handheld console that's all going to come together for Kingdom Hearts 3. So 2 comes out.
20 years later.
They released Kingdom Hearts Coded for mobile devices only in Japan, which later got re-released as Recoded for DS. They released Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days for DS.
Garbage.
Both those came out. They were both trash. And then so expectations are really low about this one. But then they announced Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep for PSP. And the PSP was honestly powerful enough to run PS2 games. Someone's like, okay, this might actually be a decent one for once.
Whoa.
And it was. So the one thing I'll always talk about with Kingdom Hearts is it's this iterative design. Every game they're aware there's some mechanics from the last game that didn't work out right. How can we change them? In Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, they changed the mana system very aggressively. In Kingdom Hearts 1, you didn't have a way to regenerate mana. You had to use items. And you can only use a certain amount of items on like your hotbar while you were in combat. So basically, the strategy was you load up your hotbar with just magic items, and then you just wait for your spells to run out, and then that's it. You're not using magic for the rest of the fight. So in Kingdom Hearts 2, they came with a system where when you run out of magic, your whole like mana is inaccessible as it refills. But the problem was your heal used your whole health bar. So most people ended up not really using magic that aggressively because you needed to use your heal and then wait them like 90 seconds before you could use magic again. Starting with Birth by Sleep, they finally figured out how to do magic in this game. As you leveled up, you got more spells on your bar, and each spell had its own internal cooldown. So you would use a spell, and then that spell is on cooldown for like 20 seconds. You get the upgraded version, that spell is on cooldown for a minute. But the idea was you had more control over what spells you were going to... You had to know in advance, I'm going to bring these like 10 spells. But you weren't locked into only using one and then waiting to do anything and being stuck doing like button mashing combat. And since Birth by Sleep, they've agreed like this is the way the game is going to be played. They did it for Dream Drop Distance, which I didn't like for other reasons. They are doing it on 3, which looks amazing. But Birth by Sleep is when they finally nailed how to do the combat system right in Kingdom Hearts. And they also figured out how to kind of rein the story back. With Kingdom Hearts 1, it was, I'm not gonna lie, edgy high school me loved the shit out of Kingdom Hearts 1. You get to Kingdom Hearts 2, and they turned up the edge way too far. Villains are wearing like leather jackets. Everyone's fucking brooding.
I mean, dude, Sephiroth is everywhere.
Amazing.
You have
the brood was
the
amazing.
nobodies, the heartless are fighting. Oh my god, everything about it. And then you get to Birth by Sleep, where they say, you know what, we made a huge mess of everything going on in 2. We need to start providing some backstory to A, what's going on in this world, and B, like, what's the deal with the villains? So they took this very simple story. You got these 3 people who have Keyblades, and each of them is going to run through the same story from a different perspective. But each of them had different combat styles, so it made it a little different. The first one barely used magic. He was all about like the button mashing, the blocking. The second one was all about combos, and the third one was you have to understand magic or you're going to fuck up. And only when you did all 3 did you unlock the final story, which then had like the cutscene that was the Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out soon, get hype trailer that ended up being a huge lie.
Oh,
that came out.
After having like another 3DS game.
That trailer.
Yeah, a 3DS game and a bunch of other like 2.5, 3.576.
Oh, the remasters and 2.8.
Yeah, that pissed me off.
I've already explained it before what I hate about Dream Drop Distance, but it was Square Enix was doing this thing where, it's a mobile game, you don't want to play it for a little bit of time, so they force you to play through 2 campaigns, but every 5 minutes it swaps you between characters. But if you're in the middle of combat, it resets your encounters. So you have to like very aggressively plan what you're gonna do, or spend all your in-game resources in buying time extensions so you can stay on one character for longer. So the whole mechanic was about trying to avoid the game's main mechanic, and that made me hate Dream Drop Distance. But from a gameplay perspective, I love Birth by Sleep more than any of them. If you had to go from story alone, Kingdom Hearts 1 was probably my favorite in that regard. But yeah.
Yo, I liked Dream Drop Distance except for the time thing, and like the gameplay was a lot of fun. But I did not. What
were your thoughts on the pets in that game? Like the pet
I
mechanic.
feel the same way about the pets in those games as I did in 13-2. And I didn't really give two shits, but like I had to use them.
Yeah, they force you to use them. All right, good. We feel the same way.
To use them. Like I don't give a shit. It's something I wish they didn't do. I understand they're there for support, right? But it's like, you know what? Sometimes I'd rather just do shit on my own. Like I know they're supposed to swap out, right? Like Goofy and Donald.
Yeah, instead of having them, you have these pets that you're raising.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. I don't give a goddamn. And you know what? The ending pissed me off. The ending bothered me.
I know loosely about the ending.
Oh, do you want to know?
I'm gonna find out on my own because I need to read up before 3.
God,
like, I know the last scene. Like I saw that.
Do you know what happens to Sora and Riku though?
Do I know what happens to them? Aren't they just in a dream the whole time?
Well, yeah, but they're like, so the whole premise of the game, right, is to see who becomes a Keyblade master. Like, Sora and Riku are competing to find out, like, who's gonna be like a Keyblade master or whatever. Apparently, there can't be more than one, so they have to compete for it.
Okay, that's horseshit. That also explains the new trailer that came out where you see Riku and Mickey in like the fucking end of the world, and Riku plants his Keyblade down and says, "I won't be needing this anymore." And Mickey's just kind of like nodding along. And I saw the trailer, I'm like, what the fuck are they smoking? Like the last trailer that came out said we need all the Keyblade warriors we can get for this battle. And I'm like, why is Riku giving up? So all right, now I'm angry.
The Keyblade Warriors.
Yeah, it's so dumb. And then like when you get to the end, you're just like, but why?
The hash.
But why? You're telling me like fuck this.
See, so the one thing Dream Drop Distance did bring is the whole like motion flow in combat that they're bringing back for 3. And like I said, Kingdom Hearts is iterative design. They find what's good and they carry it on. And honestly, if you get rid of Dream Drop Distance, the most recent game to innovate was Birth by Sleep, and that's why it's my top. But fuck Dream Drop Distance. That game sucked. I can't wait for 3. These trailers look hype. I finally listened to the new theme song, and it's kind of bad.
Oh my god.
I kind of want them to just do simple and clean again. After all these years of saying I want a new song, I want to go back.
You're definitely not going to go back, Friedman.
Grass is always greener on the other side.
No, they're absolutely going to do a new one. You know that.
Nah, dude, the song Simple and Clean is not how this song is making me feel tonight. And it's hard to let it go.
Oh my god.
Hold me.
All right, anyway. So I'm going to do my number 7.
Franchise, all right, it's great.
Holy shit.
All right, go ahead.
God. All right. So this is a bit of a wild card. This is my wild card entry.
Yeah, cut the brake lines. Yeah. Wild card.
Oh, I just reminded myself of what I was supposed to do during the recording tonight, but I'll wait till after. Anyway, so this game on the list is one that I probably would have, before playing it, never even guessed was going to be on my list. But after completing the first game in the series, I knew that I'd be playing it for the rest of time. Number 7 on my list is Dark Souls 1.
Oh, man.
Man, oh man alive, is this game that out of the whole list, this is the goddamn. I'm pissed. I'm gonna go. Whoops! I just kicked my mic. I'm pissed. I'm gonna go do that again and again and again until I get it right and fucking kill this thing. I think for me, so I'm watching a Let's Play right now as this recording of Shadow of the Colossus. Mostly because I know that as much as that game seems to be like the cultiest cult game that ever culted, and everyone who likes it says it's the greatest invention on the face of the earth, I'm never going to play that game. I'm just not. But Dark Souls feels like my version of that, where it's about exploring, it's about having fun, and it's about really trying to, I guess, test your reflexes. Everyone can say, oh man, this game isn't actually that hard. It's just about pattern memorization, blah, 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 blah. But I don't know, I've gotten really sucked into it over the years. Like, I could just boot up Dark Souls 1 and be like, oh, gonna go do this, 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 this. Or I'll just try this. Why not? Let's see how this goes. Like, it's just fun to mess around, you know, try different weapons, see what feels good, because honestly, the numbers are going to be good no matter what you do, so you kind of just grab a sword and go have fun. Like, I really enjoyed the whole series. I know a lot of people are like, oh, Dark Souls 2 was such a piece of junk, and the Dark Souls 3 is such a letdown, and my god, okay, I didn't really like Bloodborne. Bloodborne had problems, but Bloodborne's also not an actual direct Dark Souls game. I need to play Neo at some point. I'll probably do that as a Let's Play for the channel, because I know Neo is supposed to be similar but really interesting, and I'd like to play it finally. But I really loved Dark Souls 1. There's just such a cool world to explore. You just chat with a few people. There's no like, oh, look at these cutscenes, they're crazy. It's like, oh, look at this giant monster, it's gonna fucking eat me. I remember the first time you walk into the gargoyle boss fight right near the beginning of the game, and you just like, oh, I'm on this roof, no big deal, and then, oh god, that statue came to life, and then like halfway through the fight, oh god, the other one came to life too. No.
Now I'm like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
And then this one is kind of on the list, partially because of just the strength of the whole series. I know, again, everyone was like, oh, the first one's the Golden Child, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not actually going to buy Dark Souls Remastered, probably, unless it sounds like it's changed up a bunch. But I don't know. This is one of those games I feel like I could just boot up anytime and play for like an hour and a half, and I have done that before. And it's just a blast. I just have fun with it every time. And
did you find it frustrating the first time you played through it?
Sure, absolutely. But it was the kind of frustrating where I was like, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to
you want to work to overcome it.
It's like, God, I died. Fuck, now I have to spend the hour getting back to where I was. Not even considering giving up. Like, oh God, I can't believe I'm just going to stop for now because I can't spend the hour right this minute. But tomorrow I'll come back ready to go and I'll kick your ass.
I'll fuck you up.
Yeah, I don't know. And 3 just felt like this awesome culmination. It's funny, Bloodborne I feel like should be the game on this list for me, because I'm always Mr. Dodge and Roll. I'm never Mr. Shield guy in Dark Souls. But Bloodborne just was not as fun. I don't know, I just got absolutely frustrated as hell on a lot of the bosses in Bloodborne. They just felt way too fucking cheap. I actually never beat the final boss of Bloodborne in the last DLC they did. I was like, nah, fuck it.
You just didn't have the motivation.
No. But with every Dark Souls game, I'm like, yep. I want to keep going. I want to keep beating this. I want to keep trying. Smelter Demon, gonna die 20 more times each time I play through Dark Souls 2. Gonna keep trying. Fuck that guy. I'll beat his pattern. It just didn't feel cheap. Every mistake, somehow in Bloodborne, it felt like the bosses were cheating. In Dark Souls, it always feels like I made a mistake. Like, I could have totally done that, but I reacted wrong. So,
sign of a better game.
Yeah. I don't know. I really loved Dark Souls 1. I thought that game was always fun to play, and it's really cool. I've actually gotten people commenting on the Let's Play recently. It's like 1 or 2 people who were watching through left a comment. And I was like, yeah, I still really love these games. And Dark Souls 2 with the Scholar of the First Sin Edition, I think that made the game a lot more interesting. Dark Souls 3 is a blast with all the DLC. So yeah, Dark Souls series kind of makes it to number 7, and 1 is the one for that series that I think really brings it there for me. So yeah, that's my number 7.
Good choice. Good choice.
It's 10:20. Do you guys want to close it out or try to squeeze in another number?
Nah, I think it might be better if we stop here and then do 3 and 3 for the next 2.
Okay, we could try to do that. I mean, depending on how much news we fucking get.
Yeah.
We also started late this week, so that didn't help. So yeah, we'll end it here, everybody. Let's go to weeks then. Tyler, we did you first for the list. So Freeman, why don't you start us off with what's coming up?
Let me think. So I got literally nothing done this weekend, but for good reason. We had the whole squad all in one state together to hang out.
Yeah, boy. I'm pretty sure out of the 48 hours of Saturday and Sunday, we all spent, I mean, not counting Luigi since he was not there for a bunch of it, but we all pretty much collectively spent about 24 hours together.
I think we went over 24 hours. Solid fun.
Yeah.
In terms of what I'm doing this weekend, so one of my buddies was talking about raiding in Guild Wars 2, but they completely destroyed the meta, and I'm not geared for it, so I'm trying to convince them not to raid. In terms of games I'm playing, I got Tyler's copy of Nier Automata sitting on my desk.
Oh shit!
But I absolutely cannot play that until I beat either Steins Gate Zero or Doki Doki Literature Club. I need to finish one of these two.
See, I told you have to wait, right?
Yeah.
You can't just jump into some shit.
You are 100% right. I have to clear up. I still haven't finished Life is Strange. I've got all this shit in my backlog that needs to get cleared out so I can be done with this. On top of that, I still haven't watched episode 6 of Darling and Frank 6. I've been busy since this weekend. So I'm falling behind the anime memes too. So my life has now entered the death spiral.
Hold on, Freeman. I'm going to close one more time because it's fucking doing it again.
Oh my god.
Sorry, everyone listening. This is unfortunate. But it will be fixed for next time, hopefully.
Right, sometimes I hear you go.
Do you hear it too?
Yeah, I hear it, but not now, though.
Okay.
Well, I'm back.
All right.
So, let's try to let's kill this thing.
So yeah, my life has entered a spiral of just more media getting thrown onto the stack, and none of these spells are resolving. So I gotta work my way through all this shit I'm watching and playing.
I respond.
I'm gonna go watch a show. Counterspell. We're coming to New Jersey.
Yep.
Hey man.
It was fun though. I had fun.
Dude, nothing beats D&D
so
in
much
person.
Fucking D&D.
Dude, we got so much done. We captured
the role playing was legit.
Yeah,
that interrogation was a lot of fun.
Tyler, when you were holding that notebook up towards my face like an actual fucking gun, I felt like I was actually under the barrel right there.
Yo, you could feel the intensity in the room. I was like, shit, this is not going to play out well for our squad.
So, so for those at home, we did a scene where we were trying to track down this guy who is a gun runner, and he sold some of these quote-unquote cursed guns to these people we came across. So we were assigned to track him down. And we find him at this lounge, and we basically find him by tracking down this woman who he was supposed to be hiding with. We follow her into the back of the bar, and me and one of our party members walk into the room where he's sitting on a couch with a shotgun, and she's right there, and we're basically unarmed. Like, we're armed, but we would have gotten shot no matter what, and we needed backup. So we walk in, and I have to talk my way out of the situation because our other party member is much more of the fighter. I'm the mage who has lots of charisma. And the whole time, Tyler puts a pencil in his notebook and is holding it at me like a shotgun.
Gotta make the immersion, man. And
I'm just like, oh god, okay. Let's talk him down. And I actually managed to talk us out of the room. I don't know to this day if he kind of let us go or if I actually successfully talked our way out. But 5 minutes later, he threw grenades at us. So he might have suspected something, but he at least let us leave without shooting us, which was nice. But yeah, that was intense. But yeah, anyway, keep going, Freeman. Anything else?
No, that was it for me.
Okay, Tyler.
So yeah, pretty much repeating what Freeman said. I was with squad for pretty much the whole weekend.
Chaboy.
Yeah, I was supposed to go in for overtime, I guess. Didn't know, even though it was volunteer. So I have to go in this weekend.
Oh, what?
On Saturday.
God damn.
Yeah, even though it's volunteer, because like I got hit yesterday, like while we were in a meeting. It's like, oh Tyler, you said you were coming in. I was like, no, I didn't. I said maybe, not completely, and so I got put on blast for that. So I'm
Oh
like,
my
fine, I'll
God.
go in on
Really
Saturday.
mad that you didn't volunteer.
Yeah, because I told him maybe. I gave him the like it's possible, but like I have to see what I'm doing type answer, and he didn't like that. So in the future, I'm just and today he was looking at me. He's like, Tyler, do you want to start coming in from 9 to 5? And I was like, I really don't want to.
What are you doing now?
8 to 4.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't
Yeah.
more hours, it's just moving it.
Just moving the hours. Also, he like that's apparently that's supposed to be a level 2 spot. I am a consultant, and the only way, and like I would try to be like, hey, if this is the level 2 spot, I want level 2 money, but he's gonna tell me no, and I'm not in the mood to get in that conversation. So I'm just gonna stay right where I'm at. I like getting out at 4. It's nice. I don't, even though I only live across town, I wouldn't have to worry about traffic or whatever. But I know he's like, oh, we're looking for someone to hire, but I know that's not going to be for a couple months.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to do that, but I am going to do that. More D&D prep for you guys, and what else?
How much do you prep so far?
How much have I prep? Actually, because I fucking hit a brick wall between playing. Well, no, like I know what you guys are gonna do next. Like the whole campaign's outlined. It's just
Holy
like
shit.
What's it called? It's just like what are the like the fine-tuned of next steps, you know what I mean?
Specific details.
Right.
Specific details. Yeah, it's that kind of stuff. Like I know where you guys want to go, and you guys are always on the right track, even though like there are some times where I'm like, this is not how I thought this would play out, but they're still getting there, and that's cool. And that's what D&D is like literally all about. So I'm feeling it.
How badly have we been derailing, like getting too far off track?
Not like I said, it's taken longer, but you guys are on the right track though. Like the way you guys problem solve is not what I expected. Right?
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, it's still good. Like you guys are still on track. I'm just like, oh, I didn't like think of this. Like this is one way they could do it. It's not like it's difficult though. Right? Like you guys go like say you guys go down like, you know, the C path instead of like going down A, which I thought you would. It's not like a big deal because you're still going the way I want to.
I don't know if you'll spoil it for us, but was there any one thing we've done so far that was just completely uncalculated for?
I won't lie, what Val did over the weekend surprised the shit out of me.
Wait, what did she
That
do?
was uncalculated. She ran out of the room.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Straight up left Leslie to die. I was like, that actually surprised me. Out of all, there's that, and Leslie and Luigi like pretty much leaving that old couple to die. And yeah, that I literally didn't know what to do. I was like, they're pretty much murderers at this point. But you guys don't know, and they don't know if they're alive or dead.
Oh man.
Well, luckily me and Freeman weren't even there.
Yeah, you and Freeman weren't even there, but Leslie after the session, she was like, Tyler, I have to know. I have to know if I killed them. I'm like, you don't know.
Oh.
You don't know. Like they could be dead for all you know. You really don't know. You left them in the trunk. You guys beat them over the head. Like Leslie, so listeners, Leslie's character Arrow has a metal arm, She has a strength modifier of like 3. But basically she can roll to take like to pretty much just knock out like normal civilians. And but instead of using her fists or saying, "Oh, I want to knock this person out," her and our other friend Luigi, who you all know, he has a strength modifier of 5. He's also using a pistol. I'm like, you guys are using weapons because they took their pistols and hit these old couple over the head, and then they went to the best part. The best part was like they failed their medicine checks.
Oh, to check that they're okay.
Oh,
that was the best. That was literally like, oh my god, this is actually a shit show. And the worst part is they were doing it all in the middle of the street.
Yep.
And I'm like, man, I really don't know what to do here. This is actually bad. But I was like, I know I'm probably not supposed to say a lot of this, but like, I was like, you know what? This is like the 5th session. This is that grace period. I'm trying to give everybody time to adjust to the rules. I'm just gonna let it go for
Oh my god.
like for now. If something comes up later though, and they have to answer for it, that's just what's gonna have to happen.
Oh my god.
Oh man, but that I was not expecting that to happen.
I can't wait to see if this comes up in a future.
Oh man, maybe. We'll see.
Oh god.
We'll definitely see. But yeah, no, nothing too crazy has happened yet. Like, and when I think of things that are like catastrophic, I'm talking like I don't think of anything catastrophic aside from like Guts trying to kill Johnny C. Like that is nuts. And I was upset because I'm like, I was Guts and I'm like, I really don't know how else to RP this. He would actually destroy Johnny C at this point. So until that happens, you guys are pretty good, in my opinion, so far.
Yeah.
All right.
As long as Val doesn't run away again.
Oh my god.
Run away in the middle of combat.
That was crazy. I was like, oh my god, Leslie's actually gonna die. Leslie's actually gonna get destroyed because Val ran away.
It really didn't help that I missed every attack on that guy that was killing her.
So many.
Yeah, I was gonna say that wasn't your fault. That's just
Nah, I just had bad rolls.
Bad rolls. That was fun though. I had fun. I realized though, because I can just go forever. I need to learn to be like, all right, guys, we should just take a break. We should just take like 20 and be like, chill.
I mean, that's why I just left it on Saturday night, and I was like, I'm gonna go shovel for a little while. I'm like, I have to not be sitting right now.
Yeah, listeners. Timpedia went outside, and he's like, I'm just gonna go shovel snow.
Yeah.
Because I'm weird.
Yep. Not like I wanted to get home that night in the snowstorm.
You were out there for a while, and then Val comes back, and I'm like, is Tim coming in? Nah, he's sliding down the street.
Well, I got bored shoveling, and I was like, oh, look how slippery the street is.
Jesus.
This is fun as hell, dude. Let's fucking slide around.
Whatever.
Oh my
anyway,
God.
to cap myself off, I'm going to try my best. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm going to try and go to Black Panther. I'm going to try to drag Leslie with me.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Let us know how you feel about that movie after the fact.
Yeah,
I will.
will
We'll talk about it next week, especially if I see it too, and then if you get the chance, probably not.
I am hoping it's going to
not gonna
be
see it this
good.
weekend.
I don't have high hopes for it, but like I'm keeping an open mind. I'm not the biggest fan of like Black Panther as like a hero, but I'm looking forward to like being interested in the world building. It seems like it's something that could be a lot of fun to like be into. And like I said, I heard Michael B. Jordan's good, and I've been like trying to follow him because he seems like he has potential, but he's been stuck with these shitty movies. Right? Like he was good in Fruitvale Station.
No clue.
Talk about politically charged movies. But I thought his performance was good. It's about that police officer in San Francisco who shot that kid on the subway while he was handcuffed. He like went to take out his taser. So supposedly he went to take out his taser, took out his gun instead, and then shot him.
What the
Shot the
fuck?
kid. while the kid was handcuffed.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was. And they made a movie about it. Michael B. Jordan was the main character,
Oh my god.
aka the kid on that subway. And I didn't know that was like a real thing until like when the rolling crowd was like, "Oh shit, this is awkward."
Based on real events. What the fuck?
Yeah, and then but I've been following him since Chronicle because I thought Chronicle was cool.
He was in Chronicle?
Yeah.
Oh shit, you're right.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
That was
he
the
in
movie.
Chronicle.
Freeman, you know what that movie is.
I know this one because the main character is named Andrew.
Andrew,
Oh my God.
literally Akira, in my opinion, Akira, the live action.
Okay, it's him. All right,
Yeah,
I remember. He was good in Chronicle.
yeah. Thought it was cool,
Nice.
and then it's like, oh man, you went to be in Fantastic Four. That sucks.
But like I said off camera, just like Chris Evans comes
just
back.
like Chris Evans, he
Human
had a
Torch.
deal. He had a deal to do like a different movie aside from Fantastic Four. I forgot what it was, and he decided to go with Fantastic Four instead.
What a,
I was like, man, that
Mistakes
was
were
dude,
made.
that sucks for
Mistakes were
him. But
made.
he taught all other actors that that's a stupid decision.
That's it. Yeah, because the other Fantastic Four movies were good decisions.
I am no, but look, you get the one. Okay, look, they had one okay movie. It was one of the first ones. It was okay. Then they had a pretty bad sequel. They gave it some time, and they're like, "Look, it's gonna be a reboot. People know the
It's
character.
gonna be a
Fine." And no, it then turns out to be shit again. So now it's a dead meme. It's like no one's gonna touch that property for a long time.
Unless they come back. Like,
I don't know if they could ever get another
I-
standalone film. They might be part of a Marvel crossover.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
kind of
that-
like it's kind of like the reverse of Hulk, how he's turned into only a side character.
yeah.
It's gonna be like, oh, let's just mention Mr. Fantastic, and
let's mention Mr. Fantastic.
and
Throw some references.
unless people throw lots of stuff at the screen just as he comes on camera, maybe we could. But that's so. See, the other problem is that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is so far planned out ahead. It has to be. It's definitely planned out for at least 2 or 3. I mean, wasn't it? Oh God, wasn't it like 2 years ago, maybe or 3 years ago, where DC was like, "Here's all of our movies till 2020." I'm pretty sure that
was
happened.
also the Marvel universe.
Yeah, they.
MCU
Yeah.
did that
But
too.
they both have it planned out for like 5+ years in advance.
yeah.
Like they just got Fox. Where does it actually happen? Like, you know what I mean? Where do you fit in, and why do you even take the risk? Not every property has to be a killer, really. I mean, I know they want them all to be so they can make more money. But like, this is the one you need to wait on. Maybe you just introduce. Here's an easy solution. Just make Doctor Doom a side villain in one of the movies. He's like the only thing people give any shit about from Fantastic Four, I'm pretty sure. Doctor Doom.
Yeah. I don't give a shit about anyone from Fantastic Four.
Like, ooh, I'm Stretch. Ooh, I'm Rock. Ooh, I'm on fire. Ooh, I'm invisible and psychic. Like, no, Doom is cool. He's Metal Mask, like, lightning dude. It's super genius. Like, that's pretty legit. I'll take that. That's hot.
That's hot.
But anyway, just to close out, since we're way
Wait, hold on, real
off-
quick.
Oh,
I'm going to interrupt you real quick. I forgot about something I am actually doing this weekend. Since the Crunchyroll Anime Awards are on Saturday, Twitch is partnering with them, and they're doing an anime marathon all day on Saturday. So I get to do my favorite hobby of watching anime with Twitch chat on
Oh,
again.
God. What
Okay,
anime
so
is it?
There's meme potential shows in here. What do they got? Ancient Magic's Bride, Aka, 13 Territory. I don't know what the fuck. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, Konosuba. Luigi and I love that one. That one's Mimi. Gamers. This one's gonna blow everyone's mind. It's about a bunch of kids who play video games, but they're all romantically in love with everyone else, and it's just misunderstandings. Chat's
That
gonna be
sounds
beautiful.
awesome.
Tsukigakure, which is a legit romance, and Twitch chat loves the romances. And the last one, Kimono Friends, was that awful CG kid show that I went on that whole saga about the company lying about firing the director for. So we'll see if Twitch actually enjoys that. They said there's gonna be more, but it's gonna go on for 24 hours
Cool.
Amazing.
on Saturday.
Sounds like a bad place to be on Saturday.
It's gonna be fucking miserable, and I can't wait for it. Sorry to interrupt you, but that's
okay.
going on.
Oh, did you ever watch Eye Patch Wolf's DBZ video?
I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. I was almost gonna watch it at lunch today, but I didn't have enough time.
Oh my god!
So instead, I just watched PewDiePie's meme review instead.
Oh god! You're like the only person I know who actually watches him.
Yeah, Pewds has gotten legit over the last year. I used to hate him, but he's gotten pretty good.
Oh jeez. Anyway, for my coming week, one fun thing today: came home from work and finished the Halo Wars Let's Play recording.
Oh shit!
I for some reason I thought the game was longer, but whatever.
Yeah, I thought you'd be playing it for a while more.
Yeah, it was only 12 episodes. Today was a slightly longer session to like take care of the last cinematics and everything like that. But other than that, pretty quick game. But as my Twitter poll indicated, I'm gonna go straight into playing Halo Wars 2. The finale session of Halo Wars should be coming out Thursday to Saturday, which means Halo Wars 2 will probably start on Tuesday next week. Whenever I get around to recording that, probably not tomorrow, maybe Thursday or something like that. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Maybe Saturday. Witcher 3, I haven't played in the last week, as horrific as that is, only because of the trip home. Yeah, I might have played one time last week. I can't remember. But I'm so far ahead recorded, I don't even think about Witcher in terms of releasing videos. I have so many sessions more recorded than what's come out so far. I think I said last week, well, what was it? Like I had like 15 episodes recorded that weren't even uploaded.
Yeah, you're so far ahead.
I'm real far ahead. That game's still great. I can't wait to get back into it this weekend, probably.
Me too. I meant to play some of that today, and then I forgot. I left my PlayStation at Leslie's house.
Oh, we could have done that on Saturday, you mean? Fuck. Was it there on Saturday?
Yeah, I had my PlayStation there.
It was there on Thursday when you guys were playing Okami. Or no, Saturday.
Yeah, because I was like, fuck it. The only time I'm going to play this thing
is at Leslie's house.
Is at Leslie's, but then I forgot. I'm like, oh, sometimes I watch Netflix.
Oh, whoops.
It's fine.
Time for the Chromecast lifestyle.
I left my Chromecast at her fucking house too.
Shit. Time for the go over to Leslie's house lifestyle.
All right, I'll mail you my extra one that I have.
God, I don't know. I'm just like, it's almost like I'm starting to live with her already. It's weird.
Oh God.
Oh God.
But yeah, other than that, Monday I'm supposed to be starting on a new team at work. Haven't had the chance to train back in that software again yet because I still don't have access to my account. I could be looking at training material like slideshows, but who the fuck wants to do that when I could be doing interactive stuff? And they know I don't have the account yet, so whatever. We'll figure it out.
It's all on them.
I'm going to talk to my boss about it tomorrow. He was out sick today, so I'll talk to him and be like, hey, what's going on? Other than that, probably going to see Black Panther tomorrow, if we can. D&D on Thursday. That's about it. Just kind of settling back in after being home and driving 14 hours and 72 hours. Or no. Was it 72 hours? Yeah, actually within 72 hours, I drove 14 of them.
Damn.
More like 13-ish, but still, you know.
Worth it?
I mean, yeah, it was a blast coming home, but it just sucks to do all the driving. Yeah. That's not even like I wish Val drove. It just sucks to be in the car that long for such a short trip. I wish it was longer, like Christmas visit, but won't even get to do that this year. Hey. It's just okay. Maybe someday you guys will come visit Ohio.
Maybe.
Yeah, right. It's okay. It's fair. We've already accepted the inevitable not able to visit.
Listen, it's Ohio.
Oh my fucking God!
You yourself admitted the travel time for just a weekend is horrendous.
Wow, it's almost like I've done it a bunch of times though, and still done it.
But you yourself said the long vacations make it worth it.
Oh wow! If only everyone else had more people in the car to talk to and enjoy the 6.5 hours with. It'd be even easier.
We did the 2-person trip out there.
Yeah, wow, you
and
Leslie.
Yeah.
Hey, because I was dying. I tried to go, and y'all were like,
We made
Tyler, you got your
would've-
wisdom teeth
Wow,
out. You shouldn't
You
be
would
going.
have hated it. We almost died in that corn maze.
Oh fuck!
We almost
What?
died.
I think
I
We went to an
almost
autumn
died.
fest, but it was like 98 degrees outside.
yeah, it was great.
It was fun, but everyone would have died.
What?
I was ready. I
Of,
was
like, heat
ready.
exhaustion.
The
I
girls
was
were
ready.
Ugh.
I was ready to die. All right, I was ready.
Yes, so it's a
Shit, what am I
good thing you
saying?
didn't come.
I'm still ready to die.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Anyway, let's end it here on this wonderful
Yeah,
note.
is a good concluding point.
So
yeah.
for next time, we will return to our top 10 lists and whatever news we decide to find literally 20 minutes before the episode goes live. Gets
Hell
recorded.
yeah.
So yeah, until next week, my name is Timpedia,
I'm Friedman.
And just Tyler.
and we will catch you guys next week. Thanks for listening.